What's up, everybody? Welcome to Team Officials YouTube channel. So today we're going over the top decks that did well at Peoria Regional. There's one last weekend. There's actually this week coming up. There's Sacramento Regional too. So back-to-back weekends of regionals. And for those who don't know, Lost Box once again took it down in the finals and by a Canadian as well too. So you go to PokeStats.live. You can go to tournaments. You can go look at what was it, Pittsburgh. You can see Andrew Estrada won. It says the Lost Box Dragonite, but it was Lost Box Kyogre. Go to Peoria, go to standings, and you can see Lost Box got first place. And these are the matches. Lost tied to Chimpal, tied to Miraidon. Lost to Jack tied to Jack in round 10. Interesting. Lost to RCS, but beat Miraidon, beat the Mirror, beat Charizard, beat Italion, beat Miraidon, beat Mew, and beat Gardevoir. So just doing the thing, playing a multitude of different matchups. Only loss was to RCS, and I imagine it has RCS keys. I think Jeremy's list is somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now. PokeStats doesn't have all the list up, and neither does Limitless, but they will throughout the week. I just want to talk about this for a quick second. Go over the different decks, stuff like that. Second place was Jack Carter playing a Lost Box deck, but not the Kyogre build, more like the straightforward, like Super Turbo build. Losses were to Mew, and Ross started the day off playing against Ross. Wow. But then beat Charizard, beat Alex playing Lost Box, beat Charizard, beat Michael Pramwat playing Charizard, beat Michael Slusky, beaten Lucas, tied Raymond, beat Grand Manley, beat Grand Shin, beat Jesse Parker. Wow, yeah, like, whoo, man, Jack did the thing, playing against a bunch of players, a lot of good players as well, too. So that's great to see. We see Rowan making it back with the Mew deck. Only losses was Charizard and to Comfy, but beat up a bunch of Miraidon, just beat him up, Miraidon, some Lost Box, Lugia, all the Miraidons. Yeah, all the Miraidon decks kind of like they did well day one, but day two, they have some rough matchups. JW, Flex Daddy himself, will lose to Comfy, Mew, tied Comfy, lost to Teleon Urshifu. Day one, beat Lost Box, beat Miraidon, beat Guardy, RCS, Lugia. A lot of different decks. And then Mr. Jesse making it back again to another top 8. Did lose to his friend JW in top 8. And you can see Jesse here. Look how many mirror matches there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 16 rounds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 16 rounds were the mirror. And then outside of that, 1, 2, 3 Lugias. Okay. And then what else? Oh, so we got 3 losses to Lost Box. Beat Mew. And beat an RCS. That's a pretty easy matchup there. And beat Charizard. Yeah, so Jesse hit the pretty good matchups there. Yeah, that's pretty good to see. If you're good in the mirror, then you're good to go. Jesse's probably the best at the mirror, right? Back-to-back regionals. I think, like, how did the last regionals go for Jesse? Let's see here real quick. Did Jesse... Oh, go away. Jesse... This one definitely had a lot more variance to that one, yes. So not as many Miraidon matchups, only the one, right, or 2. So 2 Miraidon, a bunch of Lugias right there, back to back. So, yeah, but also struggle against the Lost Box. So if you, maybe and that's why Lost Box has won back-to-back regionals is because it just has such a good Miraidon matchup, and Miraidon's just so heavily played right now. We see another Lost Box, lost to Lost Box, lost to RCS. Beat a bunch of those different things. And then Britt Tonneson coming up, down, whatever you want to say, on the run right now, as people would say, making top 8 at their first regionals on the stop. I think they're going to Sacramento, and I think they're also going to Toronto or somewhere else. They're going to a lot of places. That's pretty cool to see. Pretty evenly spread everywhere. Lost to Lugia, lost to the Mirror, lost to Lost Box, which is beat up on everything else. I do like the list, too. It's pretty solid. And then Grant Shin actually playing a Chin Pao deck. Interesting. Beat RCS, lost to RCS, lost to Comfy, Lost Box. Tie Lost Box. Interesting, but beat Lost Box. but a bunch of Charizard. Charizard's probably like an easy matchup, I imagine, right? Probably easy. And then from there, we got a bunch of different decks, right? We got Miraidon, Charizard, Comfey, Charizard, Miraidon, some Mews, some Lugias, bunch of different things here. I don't think there's anything too spicy. I mean, we don't have all the lists yet either. Ooh, a Palkia deck. That's pretty cool. But we'll just sum through these real quick, and then we'll go to the top 8 deck lists just real quick, kind of just look at them. Like I said, throughout the weeks, PokeStats and Limitless will have more deck lists as those get released. I know for sure when we flip over to Limitless, there's definitely 2 missing that I know they have been released. So yeah, here's all the different decks, bunch of different things happening, whatever. And then the cool thing about PokeStats is right here you can filter, you can see what different matchups, like if you only want to see, sure, I don't know, Miraidon, right? You can look at just Miraidons. You kind of look at their matchups, like, oh, they lost to Miraidon, but lost to Mew, lost to Miraidon. 13th was this one. Lost to Giratina, lost to Miraidon, lost to Miraidon. Lost to Jesse twice. Wow. This one actually beat a bunch of Comfeys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would tied a Comfey. Tied that. It's pretty interesting. And lost to Arceus. Interesting. So that's a cool thing you can do here. Aaron Tarbell playing his version of Miraidon. I think it's different than everybody else's. Zeely playing probably the same list as JW and Jesse. They are from this team kind of group. So yeah, there we go. Wow, there's a lot of them right on. Holy Toledo. Oh my god, there's something right on. Let's do this one. I like just playing on the filters. There's not a Charizard one just yet. Where's the Charizard button at? Guardy. So there's all the Guardy. That's pretty cool. Once the list is there, you can see them all. But let's head over to Limitless where they have the list up. So you can see Raymond's long list. Like I said, it is the Kyogre build. But also they play Zamazenta in there. Zamazenta is 100. If anybody is knocked out, do 120 more damage, which is good against Chip How. And just needs to have 220 HP, just knock out pretty easily. Kyogre, once again, just knock out a bunch of bitch Pokemon, pretty cool. Pidgeot for that Forest Soulstone, kind of activated that way. That's pretty good. Just giving the V-Star ability. But yeah, back-to-back regionals, Kyogre winning. That's insane. We see Jack playing the Lost Box variant. From first glance, it looks like a pretty standard list. I don't think anything too spicy in here. I think the stream was trying to say something spicy here, like the Echo Corner spicy. I think Echo Corner is pretty standard. Pallet's in here. 1 Boss, 1 Claire. Seems pretty normal. For this, I mean, it looks like a pretty standard list. Yeah, it just look like a standard Lost Box looks, and just knew how to play it, right? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Like all the 4s here, 3. It could be 4. Heavy Ball, Palpad, Echoing Horn. These are all pretty standard. Echoing Horn comes in and out of decks, right? For a Soulstone, 3 or 2 count, whatever, to go with the Lost Vacuum. For water for the Greninja, 2 Psychic for the Sableye, and 2 for the Riku and the Dragonite. Plus water for the Dragonite 2. Needs 2 waters. Pretty standard list, I feel like I'm saying, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Or whatever. If it's not fixed, whatever. Here's Rowan's list. Pretty standard, except for the Grabber, which we saw a bunch of new players playing this. Your opponent reveals their hand, put a card you found there on the bottom of the deck, put a Pokemon you found there on the bottom deck. This can pretty much let you know if you should Iona them or judge them or something. They have a good hand, then you want to judge them. If not, you just hey, let's chill out. Plus, Grabber can disrupt them a little bit. Luxray's in here. The idea behind Luxray is to Fang Snipe. If one of their hand, discard a training card you find in there. So what you could do is you could judge plus Luxray them, and you discard the training cards, and hopefully they can't get set up. That's kind of the theory behind it. Plus, Path of the Peak and stuff like that could heavily disrupt them. I think that's the plan. Turn 2 judge Luxray Path to the Peak. You kind of disrupt their hand, right? And if you get a Grabber in there too, sure. So that's pretty much why the Luxray's in there for the Charizard matchup. Outside of that, it's pretty much not useful. I guess you could always go for the Fang Snipe play if you are in that situation, right? So that is something you could do with that list. We see JW and Jesse both playing Miraidon Fluffy. I think it's the Path to the Peak build. Don't get me wrong, but I think what it is. We see Terrence Miller actually played a Charizard version. Interesting. So playing this Charizard, Radiant Zard does 250. You got the Ditto in here. Once your turn, it's Pokemon your axe spot. You may search deck and choose a base Pokemon found there. Except any Ditto, you discard this Pokemon, attach all cards, and put this as face button. Basically, you discard the Ditto and find a Pokemon and put it there. Help you find the Pokemon you need. Kuno's in there. Hit an additional 10 damage. Ow, with the Crammer, which does 120, which I think knocks out Greninja. I just hit my foot. That's why I'm making that noise. So no two prizes at all in this list, which is pretty interesting. It's probably the most interesting deck out of top 8. Brett Tonneson playing a super just consistent Guardy list. Playing the 3-1 split. That's pretty much the only techie stuff they're playing. Like playing 4 VIPs, 4 Love Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Ball Crystal, 2 Rare Candy. Sure, you can maybe play a third one. I think Brent even said like 2 is fine because you're gonna like draw 3 million cards from your deck. 10 Psychic, 2 Reversal. You get the Mew in there, which is a new friend in there for that genome hacking. Like you're just copying an attack every time you want to. 1 Zacian. So yeah, just like went super consistent. 2 Worker as well to get rid of Stadium cards. And I actually do like this idea. I want to test this because my list plays 2 Research. And over the weekend, I was playing 2 Research, and I was like, man, if this is 2 Worker, it would have been spicy at some point. So maybe I'll cut the 2 Research for 2 Workers and take Brent's idea of like, okay, we're going to do a super consistent and play that way. Because my list right now plays 4 VIP pass, 4 level, or no, 4 VIP, 3 level, or 4 VIP pass, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 level, 3 Fog Crystal. I do play an additional Stadium card. So we could see that, but the Collapse is good to get rid of Mew if you need to, or maybe even the Zacian. No, Luminion, which I like a lot, and 8th place we have Grant Shen. Oh my goodness, I clicked the wrong button. So we pulled that up. Let's go to images and pretty standard list. I don't know if this is a list that we've seen before. If it is, no, it's not. It's a little bit different. I just don't know what exactly is different in it. Display 170 HP Fridgebacks. I don't know if it's intentional or not. If they just like didn't have 4 of this or 3 of this Fridgebacks or something. Could be. 4 Arita is pretty standard. 1 Iona, sure. 4 Go because you have like a million trainer cards in here. Except Grant hit like Irita at risk of turn, which is not good for them. And yeah, just super consistent list. Can we see Grant's run one more time? Standings. I'm curious. Grant. Yeah, played a bunch of different everything. Sure. Like it's kind of like you just spin the wheel. Like do you get lucky or not? So your top 8 decks. The most interesting list is definitely Terrence's list. With this version of Lost Box Charizard. Everything else is pretty standard. Lost Box is definitely the deck to play right now. Like, it's back-to-back regionals, 1, and just seems to be playing, like, I mean, like, you look at Raven's, like, matches, like, pretty much play, like, a bunch of different stuff. Didn't hit a single, did hit 1 Guardy. Didn't hit Lugia. But besides that, I think they hit every popular deck. There's Mew, there's Lost Box, there's Shinpal, Miraidon, Charizard, Arceus, like hit every single thing, and she showed what it did. Even Jack, we look at Jack's list, like played a bunch of different stuff. Even played Lugia this time. Did not play Arceus, but played plenty of Charizard. So you see, like, Lost Box can be pretty good against the competition, right? And like when you look at the Miraidon players, you can see like, oh, Comfy, oh, Comfy, oh, Comfy. Did beat these Comfy. Same thing with Jesse, right? Oh, Comfy, oh, Comfy, oh, Comfy. Did beat a Comfy. So, I mean, maybe that's why Lost Box is doing so well, because it is beating up on them right now. So, I brought this up. This is played out limitless. So what we can do real quick is look at Lost Box. Look at its matchups and its lowest win percentage. So, Arceus Gudra, it just loses, right? It just folds to it. Arceus Giratina. So it actually has a bad Arceus Giratina matchup, which is interesting to note. It actually has a somewhat bad Lugia Archeops. Now, this is a ton of different data, of course, right? This is Lugia Archeops as in the colorless version, not Single Strike. You see Single Strike here, still 39% win rate for them. You know, Arceus at 40%, and that is because of, like, I think Arceus Klefki and stuff. I don't know if that's his own category or not. And then you start getting to your 40s and stuff like that. So I think this is kind of where you look at it. And I think the secret play this weekend is actually Arceus Gudra. We start winning in the seniors division. So maybe that's something to look into. Maybe the Arceus Gudra is where it's at. It did win the seniors. I think it has good matchups across the board. It's like kind of secretly, you know, not really talked about. I know Arceus Gudra didn't win. It was the Lost Box Gudra, which I don't even know if that's a thing on here. I just saw Goodra and just like said, oh, Arceus Goodra, but it wasn't Arceus Goodra, it was Lost Box Goodra. And then like past 50%, right? Like there's right on 5. You're winning like 54% of the time. And there's 596 matches, so that's a good thing. Giratina Lost Zone Box is 51%. Oh, so this was Lost Box Giratina? Yeah, Arceus Giratina. Yeah, so you actually can't. You're actually struggling against Arceus Giratina, which is pretty interesting. You're definitely losing Lost Box Charizard. I guess they just have better attackers. I'm not sure. Other sure. I'm trying to find a different. Yeah, 100% lost to straight Duraludon. So yeah, I think if you're going this weekend and you expect a bunch of Lost Box decks, maybe Goodra's way to go. We see, like I said, doing really well. Where was that? Right here. Where's it? There it is, right here. But once again, this Arceus Goodra, not Lost Box Goodra, but I think it's still like the same principle, right? Like Lost Box can't really do anything to Goodra. You're like, okay, cool. What do I do here? Right? So I think Goodra might be the play this weekend. If you are going to Sacramento, give that a try. Give it a try for sure, for sure. You better be able to beat Lost Box because Lost Box is back-to-back weekends winning. So it's obviously really good, right? Outside of that, I think nothing too crazy came out of this tournament for 151. I mean, like, Charizard's gained some new stuff. We saw the Charizard Sylveon thing on stream. That's pretty cool to see. I don't think we saw any Mew shenanigans, which is unfortunately, I want to see like some Mew EX plays. We need to see that. We saw Rowan come out with the grabbers, which basically like essentially just like thin his hand, right? You do gain knowledge of what's in their hand, which is pretty cool. But besides that, nothing else too spicy. We ain't really cooking that much. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, not much else to say. But we'll see what happens in Sacramento. We'll play some games this week. I know I missed the day. I'm sorry. I was watching the finals yesterday. It didn't end like 8 or 9 o'clock my time. Goodness gracious, there's so much Pokemon. So by the time it was over, I was like, I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to record a video. And now we're here. So yeah, we'll record some videos this week. We might try out the Lost Box Goodra deck. That seems pretty promising. Maybe we'll do that Wednesday's video and then like Thursday something else, and Friday we'll do a different video. I don't know exactly what we'll cover. We'll try to cover stuff to help in Sacramento because I think Sacramento is going to be really interesting because now we know the meta like pretty much hasn't really changed. Miraidon's still a threat. So if you're scared of Miraidon, which again I think Goodra takes down Miraidon, I think it like beats Miraidon. So Lost Box should beat Miraidon, should beat the Mirror Lost Box. So if you're going this weekend, I think Lost Box Miraidon's the way to go. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I don't know how its Guardy matchup is. I'd have to test that one. That's interesting. Because like Guardy has untapped potential. Which I think is why it's not that good. And it gets Mew. They can like cut through it. So interesting. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to Raymond. Congratulations to Jack. Congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to the Flex Daddy / what crew do you put Jesse on? Tag team? No. Mahone Screw? I don't know. They're all pretty much the same guys, right? Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Okay, bye.